Jazz Janae, Jazz Janae, I'm effortlessly Jazz Janae. Hey y'all, it's Jazz Janae. So I'm about to do a quick little segment called Food and Convo that I came up with, and it's just like a mukbang and just talking about a random topic. But the only reason I'm not calling it a mukbang is because I'm not going to be eating large quantities of food. So there's no point in me telling y'all I'm going to be doing a mukbang. What I'm going to do is show y'all what I'm cooking, how I'm cooking it, and then I'm not going to do much talking throughout that process. But when I get ready to, eat this, when I'll get back on camera and I'll talk to y'all and I'll tell y'all a little story while I'm eating, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do, I'll probably do this weekly where I cook a meal and I'll tell y'all a quick little story. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Turn on post notifications because I'm about to continuously drop videos. All right, y'all, let's go. Alright, so we're about to get into this chicken club that I made. Grilled chicken club, baked fries with this little sauce that I mixed up together, put on the club and the fries. God, I want to thank you for this meal in the hands that made it. May it be nourishment to my body. Thank you, O Lord, for all the blessings that you have brought my way. I love you, Lord. And I appreciate everything you do for me, everything you're about to do for me, and everything you've done for me. In your holy name I pray. Amen. Let's eat. Without no, when my fries get cold. Okay. So, I got a little story time or whatever. So somehow I edited out what the story time is about, which is all of the events that led up to me choosing to be an entrepreneur. So, enjoy. I'm an entrepreneur. So it all started when I met this guy that didn't have much going on with himself, and I was oblivious. I was young and dumb. I didn't know much. I met this guy. He got me pregnant. He didn't want to help, and I was in this town where I was in my hometown. And basically in my hometown, many people, the best job you can get there is a police officer. And they don't make much. Like, it is a real struggle there. So, at the time, I was working at a grocery store in a deli. Making $9 an hour. So, and I didn't have my own place, but a month after I had my son, I got my own place. And I don't know why. I mean, I did that because I didn't want to stay with my family no more. So I moved out. And then I came to a realization. I didn't have a car. I was using my daddy truck up until I got a car. I got a car while I was in my hometown. And then as soon as I got that car, I moved to the nearest state that I could make the most money. At least I thought. So, I came to Texas. I'm from Louisiana. I came to Texas. And really, I think I was just running away from my problems because the first job I got, I was making less money an hour than I was in Louisiana. So I think I was just running away from my problems also. So I came to Texas and I was working for this company that basically watched disabled people. And I liked the job. It's the people. It's always the people when you work those type of jobs. It's never like the people that you're caring for. It's always the people that's over you that they're lazy, they're trifling, they don't do right. So basically you gotta not only deal with this new job, but show these people that you're not to be played with. But that job, even though I was making less money an hour, that job still paid me more because I got more hours. So I guess I kind of made a good decision there. But I had got to a point with that job where the people were just like getting on my nerves for the last time. But I had a little baby to take care of. So I went PRN because even though I was PRN, like I was still gonna get hours because they needed people. It was that type of job where They need people all the time. The PRN person might as well be a regular schedule person. It was that kind of job. So, long story short with that one, I ended up quitting. Doing PRN. And like, I think I was getting on their nerves because I wasn't letting them bully me. Which I'm not. I'm not gonna let y'all bully me. I don't care what your position is. You're not gonna talk to me in a kind of way. You're not gonna treat me in a kind of way. You're gonna treat me like a human being. I know this thing probably look like so sloppy, but I tried, y'all. I really did try. Anyway, so after I went PRN with that job, I went to a fast food place, y'all. The worst mistake. I was desperate. Like, that job was so bad, I left it to go to a fast food joint. It was new. I was like, well, maybe I have a different stuff going on. I should have stayed where I was because it had meth heads, coke heads. It was in management. Meth head, management, coke head, and general manager. Like, I'm not on y'all type of time. I met a girl. We was cool. And I found out she was doing acid. And gonna ask me if I want to do it. Girl, no ma'am. I don't do acid, baby. At the time, I might, at the time, I don't do it now, but at that time I was. But that's it. That's as far as I go. I don't do acid. I don't do meth. I don't do coke. I don't do none of that. I worked there until I found another job. Like, I found even remember. No, I didn't even work there until I found another job. I think at this point in my life, I was just spiraling and just trying to find a happy place. So after I got away from Drug City, I ended up going to another place working with kids. I hadn't worked with kids before, and once again, when you're working with in places it's like government programs, the people are so ghetto, like and I'm not that girl. Like, you're not gonna treat me in like any kind of way. You're not gonna talk to me like I'm beneath you just because I'm at a lower level than you. You're not gonna act like you're better than me because you don't make that much more than me. So after the kid thing, which I don't even know, I don't know how long I was there. I moved on to another fast food place, and I liked that place, but they ended up firing me because they were scared of me, which I did nothing for them people to be scared of me, but they were. And after that, I ended up drawing unemployment. And that opened up my mind to a whole nother world, because I'm like, I need something different. This is too much. So I had time to think. I ended up going to work with kids again, but this time it was with a school, like a real school. And I liked it. Like, I would go back today, but I can't because it just don't work with my life schedule. But I did last a whole school year. I did not quit on them. You contract every year. And if you don't sign a contract, you don't have to come back. It's not like you quit and it's just like you didn't come back. But honestly, the whole COVID situation is what led me to leaving that job also, because my son couldn't go to school and I didn't have nobody to watch him. So I couldn't go back to work. So I was like, and honestly, COVID was a positive. Like, I'm not the only person that I've seen say this, which I'm not surprised. But COVID ended up being a positive situation for me. Like the outbreak, I called it. I'm not gonna lie. My son got it from school. I got it from him. And that's fine. I mean, he a little kid, so I had to be up on him, and he didn't fully understand that he had to stay away from me. I had to feed him. I had to give him medicine. So I was bound to get sick. Like, the whole mask situation, you know, when a kid's sick, they want to be all over you anyway, so. But it wasn't bad. I mean, it hit me harder than it hit him. I can tell you that. He was basically fine. He's smiling, happy, and all that. Anyway, so I had time to think. And so I started realizing that I'm a very creative person. And I started to look at some of the things that I like to do versus what the world needs. And I started realizing that I could offer the world something. But I was also in college at the time. And I did finish at that school. I'm getting full and I'm almost done, so that's matching up perfectly. But anyway, I did realize that I could offer the world something. So that's what I'm currently working on now, and that's all the events that led up to me wanting to become an entrepreneur, because of this big cycle that I went through. And like, this isn't like 1 year time frame. This is like 5 years of mistakes and regret and not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do with myself. It was just crazy. But I'm at a good place right now. I mean, mentally, I'm in a good spot. And I'm happy about the way I can still go about things. And honestly, that's the end of that. And I just want to encourage you that if you feel like you just cannot, being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. Following your dreams is for everybody. And of course, people don't want to work for nobody. That's fine. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get to that step that you need to get to. So like I said, you need to realize what being an entrepreneur, the difference between being an entrepreneur is and following your dreams. Now, if being an entrepreneur is something that you always wanted to do, then that's you following your dreams. But if you just came over there because you're tired of working for other people, you might want to consider what you thought you wanted to be when you was a kid. Because, you know, as life progresses, shit start to change. And you start being like, I can't do this, I can't do that. When really, you can do it all. You can do whatever you want to do. But I just got on here to have this little story time with y'all, this little food and convo. I hope y'all enjoyed me cooking the food, and I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation that we had. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and tell a friend about Jazz Janae. Bye. Jazz Janae on YouTube.